Hi. Welcome back to Kenny Virtual Classroom. Today, I will be teaching you how to find the equation of quadratic functions using turning points. Look at the diagrams we have on the board. They are quadratic graph, and these are called the parabolas. We have the U shape and we have the N shape. Look at the first diagram here. What is our turning point? Or where is our turning point? Our turning point is here. What is turning point? Look at the movement of the graph. It's moving this way. It turned at this point. That is the meaning of turning point. And if it's an N-shaped parabola, it turns here. Good. So, and that is the meaning of turning. So for this particular graph now, what is our turning point? Our turning point is at the origin. And at the origin, x is 0 and y is also 0. Also, for turning point, the letter that I use to denote turning point is what? P and Q. But for the P, it is a negative. We have a negative P and a positive Q. Good. Now that we know our turning point, let's look for the equation. So we are going to be using this formula, y equals k, open the bracket, we have x plus p all square, then plus q. This is the completing the square form of the quadratic. Here, our p here is 0 and our q here is 0. We are going to substitute that. So we have our y equals k, open the bracket, x. There's nothing like a negative 0, so it's still 0 square, plus our q is what? 0. We have y equals k, x plus 0 is still x. So we have our x square, then we don't need to write plus 0 again. So look at this formula now. The next thing is to find the value of k. How are we going to find the value of k? We're finding the value of k by putting in the value of y and the value of x in this equation. Now let's go to our graph to look for the value of x and the value of y. On our graph, we are given a particular point on the parabola. And at this particular point, our x is 2 and our y is 4. So let's put that in here. Y is 4 equals k multiplied by x is 2 and we have square. Now let's find k. 4 equals 2 with the exponent of 2 is 4. So we have k multiplied by 4. We are dividing both sides by 4. So therefore our k equals 1. And the last thing we have to do is to put in the value of k back here to find the equation of this function. So therefore, the equation of this function is what? Y equals, our k is 1, and we have x squared. And it can also be written as what? Y equals 1 times x squared is what? X squared. And this is the equation of this quadratic function. Let's go to the second diagram. We are going to do the same thing. And the second diagram, the first thing is to find our turning point. See, the turning point is also at the origin. So the turning point here is what? 0 and 0. Good. So let's use our formula. We have our y equals k, open your bracket, x plus p all square, then plus q. Good. So we are putting the value, remember, this is p and it's negative, and this is what? Q. Good. So we are putting that in this formula. We have our y equals k, open a bracket, x plus our p is 0 square plus what is our q? 0 as well. So we have y equals k. We have what? X plus 0 is x. So we have k x squared. Good. That is the formula, the equation. Good. The next thing is to find the value of k. How will I find the value of k? Check the second diagram. We're given a point and a parabola. And at this particular point, x is what? -4. And y is what? 16. So we're putting in the value here. Anywhere I see y here, I'm putting in the value of 16 equals k, and our x is what? -4, and I'm putting my square. So I have my 16 equals k multiplied by -4 square is what? 16 minus 4 times -4 is equals to what? Positive 16. Good. So I'm dividing both sides by 16. This is taking care of this. Then our k is equal to 16 divided by 16 is 1. When you're done finding your k, you don't stop there. You put in the value of k back into the formula. So therefore, the equation of this quadratic function is what? Y equals, our k is what? 1x squared. So which can be written as y equals to what? X squared. And that is the equation of the quadratic function.